Welcome back to PJ Chen Design. This is PJ. Smooth and facet surface behave very differently in Rhino 3D software. And understanding that is a key to controlling your design, especially for jewelry CAD. Let's go through how to transition between them while keeping clean structure. Are you ready? Let's get started. A lot of time we are using the Rhino to create this really smooth form, and sometimes we just need to turn them back to the facet, but creating the facet follow the same structure that we have on the surface. So this is the video I'm going to show you some quick way to do it. Right, so how do I to starting getting this shape? So basically I'm gonna using the circle command and snapping into the 0 right here, and for whatever size that you want. And with this one, you can see that this is the not much of the editing we can do because this is a degree 2 curve. All right, so we are going to turn them into the degree 3 first. Let's go ahead to use the rebuild command, and with the rebuild command you can see now it's like a 8 point, so I need a lot more points. So let's say I want a 12 point, and but I make sure that the degree is going to be 3 right here, and I click OK. All right, with this you can start really to do your editing. So let's say in my perspective I want certain part go higher, those two part go lower, this two part go lower, or this one go lower, whichever shape that you're going to come up with. All right, so then, and let's go ahead to creating this surface by going to use the polyline first, and I'm going to snapping into the 0 and snapping into the quadrant right there. So that is a straight line right there. Right, we are gonna coming into the surface, and we are going to use the rail revolve and picking up the profile, that will be this one, and the rail, that will be this one, and we are going to go snapping from here and going up by holding the shift command and gonna go something like this. So really quickly you get this shape right here. All right, now with this shape I'm going to move it on the side and making a copy right there. All right, so if we rebuild this shape, a lot of time if we keep the degree into 3, we are gonna get it even more smoother, or depends on the number that you put it up there, right? So what I like to do, instead of having them into degree 3, now I want to changing everything back to degree 1. All right, after we're changing to the degree 1, the U, I'm going to have a lot more. Let's say we're gonna do 20 of them. Depends on how many sections that you're going to have, right? The V actually doesn't matter because they're going to be a straight line, so I'm going to keep it into 3, right? So then I click OK like that. Really quickly, you're going to see those become like a facet over there. Once we get here, now you can turn on the control point, and then you can start pulling things out. Let's take a look from the top view. Let's say I'm going to pick up this point, every other point right there. Like for example, this one, this one, this one, this one. And all of this, I can simply just like 3D scale them out. So I will get something like this. I mean, you can pull it individually, so you will get into the certain angle if that work better for you. All right, and so that's how we getting into this shape right here. Now, what is the application for this one? So this is one of the example that we can do it here to create this type of a shape really quick. Let me show you really quick here. I'm going to draw a straight line starting from the 0 coming out over here, and I'm also going to have this guy to be symmetrical, so mirror to the other side like this, right? Quickly we want to creating a surface, so let's go ahead to using the arc tool, and we're going to go from here to here. So basically we're going to creating the surface. There's many different way, but let's try sweep tool. You got rail 1, you got rail 2, you got cross section going into the center. So then we get something like this, right? Okay, just changing into back to the black color. That's using the command for rebuild. And with this one, I wanted to U to be 2, V to be 20, depends on how many sections that you're going to have, but we want to keep the degree into 1, and we want to click OK on that. Really quickly, you're going to see that this surface right here is no longer follow this curve exactly. It's become the straight line from the point A to point B. All right, before we cutting anything, I wanted to extract the wireframe of whole things like this, so I have all the curve that I need. We don't need the one in the middle. The next things that we wanted to do is actually we wanted to pick up those points right there. So I'm gonna come in here to pick up everybody, and I'm gonna turn on a control point. So for this one, every other one, I'm going to pick them up on the point for the surface and also point for the curve. So we're gonna have something like this, something like, and something like this. And I simply just going to moving them like this. Okay, all right. If that's the shape that you like, we simply just gonna draw an arc, snapping into the point, coming over like this, and we're gonna using this arc to trim off the surface that we having there. All right, so it's kind of trimming them in half, and then we get something like this. You can simply creating the thickness by going to the solid extruded surface straight, and we wanted them to be on both sides, and the distance, let's say we wanted to have like 0.4 millimeter, and then we'll get something like this. All right, the rest of it is quite simple. We are going to pick up everybody right there beside the first and the very last one, and we simply just want to give it a pipe. So let's go ahead to pipe it. So we want to pipe it for the diameter, let's say 0.4 millimeter, and then we get something like this. On the very last two, we might want to give them a bigger, or you can have a different shape. It doesn't have to be pipe. You can do the sweep one for any other shape that you want. Then this one, let's say for 0.4, and then we will have something look like this. That is the difference between smooth and facet surface. If you're trying to improve your modeling beyond just following the step, this is where the structure really matters. If you want a more guided approach, you can find more information about the full program that I offer for jewelry CAD design in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next.